Previously, on Junior Adventurers League, our adolescent heroes ventured out to Stonehewer Stead, home of their companion Moss, and, with the help of his bullying older brother Duvat, quelled a putrescent stench that was leaking up from the lower tunnels, if you know what I mean. This week, still missing their dear friend Jeremy, the Junior Adventurers League are tasked with a unique mission in penance to the Steel Sisters, whom they might have wronged in the past. They must lend their aid to a strange knight with a strange mission. The adventure begins on the 30th of Summershine, year 559 of Kairosha's Fourth Age. This is episode 19, Night of the Comet. Welcome, everyone, to a very special episode of Junior Adventurers League. Yes, this is a D&D 5th edition actual play campaign brought to you by the creators and cast of Experience Points. And you may notice something a little bit different about our roster today. We'll get into that in just a second. If for some reason this is the first time you're watching Junior Adventurers League, you have a very strange taste, but I'll explain to you what it is anyway. All of our heroes this week are students at the Gygaxian School of Future Adventurers, which is a fantasy boarding school that teaches children everything they need to know about exploring dungeons and slaying dragons. Each week, they undertake a new and perilous quest that will test their skills, their knowledge, and their teamwork. Now, normally this would be a live episode, but because we have a special guest and we have our sort of stream master absent, we decided to record it. So instead of donations, we're just going to go around and quickly introduce everybody. We're going to start on the opposite side from where we normally start, but to like hype up the surprise factor. Who do we have here on our far left?
Oh no, wait, what?
You mean that far left?
That far left.
My far left, which definitely makes sense to everyone watching this.
Everyone understands.
Yeah.
Well, my name, and first and definitely the best, is Kevin.
Hi, Kevin.
I play Moss, the Dwarven Druid, whom we all met his family, including me, met his family last week.
Right.
Which I'd like to say I was very tired, and I was kind of sad it was my week last week because I don't feel like I did enough.
I thought you did a great job.
That's neither here nor there. What's important is the fact that I'm the best, and Moss doesn't like soap, and he's the best. Next person.
Can we, just for the sake of our special guest, give a little bit of a description as to what your character might look like, for example?
That is an excellent point. So my guy, he's 12 years old. He is... he always has a little peasant cowl on. Always, no matter what form he's taking currently, always has a peasant cowl. He does not bathe. He has a pet pterodactyl whom may or may not be around.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Rocky's
we haven't seen him in a while.
He's been
Rocky.
That's right.
Yeah.
But there's basically like a pig pen effect around Moss, right?
Yeah, so everywhere he goes, there's just like mushrooms and creepy, everything gets ruined that he touches.
Confined
pretty
spaces
gross.
Moss are not fun.
Yeah. All right, who do we have?
Much better, apparently.
Who do we have next?
Hey guys, I'm Heather. I play Valqwyn Cruzera. She is a half-drow fighter. She's 15. So the coolest of the group.
Right, because you're the oldest. Well, not this session, but we'll see.
That is true, yeah. But my slow-mo fight moves are pretty awesome. Just saying.
Absolutely.
Cool. Comes to the air. She is half-drow, so she has kind of like grayish skin, very long white hair. Purple eyes, I believe, is what it was.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's lavender eyes. She's pretty much always in armor with an emblem of her, like, she used to travel with a mercenary group, so she has their emblem like on her armor. She's just like covered in weapons all the time.
Too many, like an illogical number of weapons.
I have a battle axe that I never use, by the way. It's just like always on me.
Too many weapons. All right, and last but not least, who do we have?
Hello, my name is Cody Bushee, and I am playing Theodûir of House Thomel. He's a high elf sorcerer. And he is 13. Yes, he's 13 years old. He's like a snotty little kid. But he does have a good heart if you get past it. But he's got a lot of defenses up. He looks kind of like Draco Malfoy. You can imagine that. Just the slick back.
Yes, I can.
Hair. And he's different than Draco, but you know.
He's legally distinct from Draco.
He's not Draco. He's not Draco.
All characters in the show are works of
his
fiction.
arch nemesis.
If they resemble anyone in any other universe, then.
Yeah, absolutely. I've never heard of it.
He hates
So-
dogs, but that has nothing to do with like.
Yeah, of course. His cleanliness issues.
And
So that's our regular cast. We have one special guest. So without introducing your character, can you give us a little hint as to who our special guest might be?
Well, I'm Aliza.
Hi, Aliza. Thanks for joining us.
The hint and the answer.
Great. Well, Aliza, where can our viewers find you if they really enjoy your performance in our episodes today?
Oh goodness, it's a lot of pressure, but I am a writer at Nerdist. I do video content over there, and sometimes I'm in their videos and stuff. And then I also do a weekly RPG that's Star Trek Adventures. And that's on Mondays at Geek and Sentry's Twitch channel. So that's
Check it out.
the place to find me. And I also pop into Tempting Fate, which is a show on Saving Throw. And we do.
I did not know that, actually. That's cool.
Yeah. I did a few in October, and I'm probably going to come back in the new year.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a really fun little game we play.
Nice.
So
Great.
Tempting
So
Fate and Saving Throw, they're great names.
Yeah.
Love them all.
yeah, totally. Check them out. Saving Throw is a great show. Obviously, we support Shield of Tomorrow on Geek and Sundry. Go check it out. Aliza is. We're very, very, very happy to have her here today.
Yay.
All right.
Glad to-
Cool. And she is playing a special character who we're going to meet momentarily.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So this week's adventure, we begin on sort of a dusty road that cuts through this sort of abandoned area. There used to be a kingdom here a long time ago, but through various droughts and famines and things, this area's been kind of lawless for some time. The junior adventurers are basically like deposited at this crossroads. The first shot is the carriage kind of rolling away, and we see the dust sort of settle around the three of you as you're standing here. Really kind of desolation in all directions. You don't know a whole lot about what you're here to do, but you know that you're supposed to be meeting your chaperone here. The one thing you know about your chaperone is that they are not a member of the school's faculty. They are sort of an outsider. And you know that they're associated with the Steel Sistren. Now, for those of you who have not seen some of our previous episodes, the Junior Adventurers League got in a bit of trouble with the Steel Sistren, who are an order of knightly paladins. We won't go into the whole thing. You can watch episode 5, The Paladin Job, if you want to get that story. Needless to say, they stole a very important artifact. There was some shenanigans. Allegedly stole, yes.
And we smashed the place up.
You did smash the place up.
Smash the place up.
But now everything is more or less repaired between the school and the knightly order, except for one small thing. The Steel Sisters sort of demanded that you guys perform an act of penance in order to show that you are, successfully repentant after your misdeeds. So you're here to meet someone from the Steel Sistren, but you don't know anything about them. The only thing within any distance all around you guys, you can see on the side of the road, there's a big statue. It's an old, crumbling statue. You're not 100% sure what it depicts. It sort of looks like a person. It sort of looks like an animal. Maybe if you got closer, you could examine it. But there is a figure who is kneeling, sort of in a pose of penitence and contemplation at the foot of this statue, just as the cart rolls away. Would anyone here like to describe what that figure might happen to look like?
Go for it.
Go for it, Lisa. Yeah.
I'll describe it.
Well, this figure, all you can see really is that they are wearing a hooded cloak, and it's a very deep velvety gray.
Ooh.
It looks like it's tattered around the edges, but still well maintained. And they're just kneeling peacefully in front of the statue and just kind of bent over. That's all you can really.
Okay. Perfect. How does the Junior Adventurers League react to this kind of barren landscape?
Is
this
the
one
statue
figure?
made out of stone?
It does. Yeah, it's old and crumbly, like sort of sandstone or something.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that.
I wouldn't.
Yeah. What do you guys do?
Can I roll? I just want to see what the construction looks like. Do I have to roll that?
Go for it. You can roll a history check or perception just to get more information about the statue.
Okay, I've got history stone cutting, so I got a stonework or whatever. So
Do it.
it's just double proficiency. It's not.
Yeah, not advantage.
Nat 20!
Whoa. Killing it. Perfect. So natural 20 will tell you that it is obviously an ancient statue. It's been here for hundreds of years. You recognize the stonework as being related to an ancient civilization called Kem, which basically imagine fantasy Egypt, right? They lived a very long time ago, thousands of years ago. You can also tell what the statue is meant to depict, even though it's all worn away. It's got 4 paws that come down like this. It's got sort of a female human style face with an elaborate headdress and sort of a long, like, feline type body with a pair of like broken wings jutting out from the back. You would imagine probably a sphinx.
Real cool.
Yeah, but thousands of years old, been here for a very long time. I should also point out it's like dusk at this point. Like the sun is just starting to dip below the horizon. Looks like night is about to be upon you. Yeah, what do you guys do?
May I
Is
do
it
a
a pretty sunset?
perception on this cloaked figure that is before?
Sure.
I know nothing. 6.
Cool. There's somebody kneeling in the road. What's up with that? Yeah.
I will do
Somebody
one.
there.
Perception. Oh.
How does this work?
Timothy, are we going
can't
to
see
assume
damn
that
thing.
Sphinx, they're still riddle masters in our
Yep.
world?
You could roll a nature on a sphinx if
I
you
got a
like.
mod 3.
If you use your monster manual, you'll have advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't even notice them. You're looking in the wrong direction. You're looking down the wrong road, right? You're like, there's nobody here. Yeah.
It's really dusty here from that
beautiful
car.
day.
We're just like, is that a person?
Okay, Timothy, I'm going to go ahead and play this one.
Okay. So you roll a natural 1.
I
and
know
you're-
exactly what this thing is, and I'm going to turn to my companion and say, oh, that's just, what the heck is that called? That's its wings, and there's cat.
What are you talking
What's it? It's
a statue.
It's a. It's a Kem. It's one of the big creatures.
So you're going on this long rant. You're trying to explain it. No one seems to know what you're talking about. The cloaked figure would definitely be overhearing this conversation from these children, like maybe 30 feet away from you. I don't know how that figure would react, but
Just like, is that a person? What's happening
Is
here?
there someone there?
I'm walking up to the figure.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay, sure.
Since I can't tell a damn thing what's going on.
No,
Yeah,
I
go
know
for
what
it.
it's called because it's a.
We'll get back to that, Moss. It's okay. You can tell us all later. Write it down, and we'll figure it out.
I stand up abruptly.
Oh,
Children, please.
Oh.
I think she's our chaperone.
I think that's really good idea.
Do I see her now?
yes. Spin around. What?
Okay.
Oh, over there.
I just look at the statue one more time, respectfully, and then I dust off my cloak and turn around and look at them. Hello.
Great. What do they see?
I'm wearing a suit of armor. I think. Do the sister wear armor? Okay, good.
They do.
I'm wearing a suit of armor that again is worn, well worn, and it's kind of clanky because I'm like a bird. I have all like lots of elbows and knees.
Sure.
But otherwise, I'm a very surprisingly fit looking octogenarian with white hair in like a several layered bun.
A what?
Octogenarian. I'm in my 80s. I forget. Do I have an actual age? 89.
I think you're actually 90. Like I think you just turned 90. Yeah.
I just turned 90. So I'm what is it? No, whatever.
Nonagenarian?
Yeah,
Something like that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nonagenarian.
And she's a human, right? So this is extremely old for a human. You guys are used to seeing elves and dwarves past that age, but she's like lines
300
of
to us.
basically, yeah. Uh-huh.
Awesome.
You're 90,
Just turned
Yes.
90. Yeah.
but you're not old.
I am.
Super old,
old for a human. Yeah.
Ancient.
Yeah.
but fit and like tough.
Yeah, I'm surprised. But I clearly look like I'm 90 years old.
You're old, but you do
look like-
yoga every morning.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically, yeah.
I can
There you go.
move,
Super spry for an old
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. All those like sword sparring.
Totally. Right. What do you guys do?
I think she's as old as the statue.
I can hear you.
I should go quiet.
I can still hear you.
She's got really good hearing for
I
a
do.
lady. That's
You may
impressive.
speak to me if you like.
Oh,
Hey,
what are we doing?
what's that?
well.
Are you gonna be guiding us today? You look like you know what you're doing.
Well, yes, I am, and I do.
Awesome.
We will be going on a journey. And although I told my sisters that I do not need accompaniment, they fear because I am 90 that I need some protection. I do not agree with them.
Maybe they just didn't want you to be lonely?
Perhaps.
Well, we're good company.
Well, you seem like nice enough, smart enough children.
Good company. I'd say it was simply the best.
Flan's a little flat among the group. There's no real reaction to it. At this point, the sun has disappeared below the horizon. Its stars are starting to glitter up in the sky above you.
Pretty.
Can you see too?
Yes, I can see, child.
Wow. I ain't never met a human before who's gotten as old as you.
Well, I use a combination of herbs and elixirs to maintain my health and strength. And I also spar 5 times a day. We need to do that on our journey. I hope you are prepared.
She's definitely my favorite new companion.
That's Val. That's Val's your sparring partner.
I will 100% spar with you 5 times a day.
Like we must box. Is that what you mean?
It's shadow boxing.
If boxing is your sparring of choice, then...
You're really good at like spider climbing around.
I don't.
Don't tell me what I'm good at, Val. I know precisely what I'm good at.
I know what you're not good at.
It is precisely everything.
It's precisely everything.
Precisely that.
So what are we doing?
Yeah,
Well,
shall we continue?
What are your names?
Ah,
Oh yeah.
surely you've heard of me. My name is Theodûir of House Thamel.
Why would I have heard of you?
Because.
Theodûir?
Because.
I can already see that pride is your fatal flaw. Work on not being as prideful.
Oh man.
It's like cuts through you, Theodûir, right? You're just like like hot butter just sliced through.
It's like I don't know this feeling.
He's getting so used to people not have heard of him either.
Right, yeah.
How many adventures we've been on and no one's really heard of him.
Eventually it'll become, you probably haven't heard of me, right?
It's just like, since no one cares anymore.
No one
But it's
has.
particularly vicious. It's kind of like getting a dressing down from your grandma. It's like you feel a lot of internal shame. Like, oh my God, I am prideful.
I do it.
Yes, you're right.
I'm Moss. I'm from the Stonehewer clan up in the Tharsdune Mountains, and I am done talking.
Well said, Moss.
Well, I'm Valqwyn, and I really like your armor.
Thank you.
It's nice. It's really
Thank you.
nice.
This was my
Climbs a little.
75th birthday present. This
Wow.
suit of armor.
I'm sorry, your 75th birthday present?
Yes, I've had
I
it
know,
for
she's
15 years now.
Yeah, she's 90. It's a really old human. Just go with it.
Can I do
still
a...
hear you when you whisper.
Can I do a...
Just so you know, if you need to tell each other secrets, I have pretty good hearing still.
Oh, could have marked
What would you like to roll, Theodûir?
I want to roll a Arcana check or something. I want to, or maybe like a perception. I don't know.
What are you trying to figure out?
I want to figure out what Aliza's character
Insight?
is. Yeah.
What, like class she is?
No, like race, I guess.
But yeah,
human.
she's human.
Well,
pretty
the
demonstrably.
word that y'all were using earlier.
The
Oh,
what?
nonagenarian?
Oh,
Nonagenarian.
Oh, yeah.
That's an age.
I wanna-
It's 90-year-old.
Yeah.
That just means 90
Yeah.
years old.
Yeah, I mean someone who's 90 years old. Yeah.
Yeah.
My brain took a hiccup. I was like, I know this word.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It took me a minute, but I figured it out.
It doesn't get used really like once you're past like 70. It's like septuagenarian, octogenarian, nonagenarian.
Yeah.
So it's not like a cool fantasy thing.
It is.
No, it sounds like that though.
It should be.
That's
Not
what I
a
thought.
Tyrion, the
That's what I was-
paladin.
No, sorry. Alas.
Oh, well.
Well, she said she was like bird-like with all these. I was like,
sorry. I meant like
No, that's.
wiry.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
my
yeah.
brain.
I love the idea of
bird-like,
you being like
nonagenarian. I don't know
nonagenarian.
this phrase. Is it like a
So
king
much more
twister?
interesting though.
Wait, so you're like old, but you're human, but you're still alive.
Yeah.
I was asking, like, wait, so she doesn't look old? Like, what do you mean?
No, she looks very old.
Definitely.
I mean, again, just fit.
I look old. I'm for sure.
I think the whole time we're actually discussing what nonagenarian means.
She's like, oh, she's like, come on, guys.
Wait, so you're not
She's human? No, she's a nonagenarian. I mean,
so just a human.
Learning in school.
Like you will die soon. Very
We definitely
soon.
are
Yeah.
not learning those things.
Definitely that.
I will die soon. Actually, that is part of the reason why we need to take this journey.
to help you die.
Oh,
To
that's
help me
dark.
complete one last mission before I
we
die.
don't do any more deaths.
I
It's not our thing anymore.
Moss, we talked about this.
Does that
Deaths
mean
are a
you,
part of adventuring.
you do not do deaths?
No,
anymore?
no one else. This is it. We're dead. We're alive. No one's dying.
It happens.
End of story.
My child, I regret to inform you that I will die.
Well, yeah, you're
We
a
all
human.
will.
You're like 90. You should have died like 12 years ago, but just not in our party.
Good lord.
Well, let's hope that I will not. And also, that is part of your task, to protect me. At least until I finish this one last mission.
Excellent. We're in. Let's do it.
I will say you have the best protection you could have possibly hired. We are.
Were we hired? Is that what we're calling that?
We are.
We were chosen.
Chosen's a better word.
Yeah.
I heard that this is your penance.
Penance
Is
is the
that
best
not
word.
correct?
That too. We prefer to just think of it as another adventure.
We are penitent of the thing that we were hired to do initially.
Are we though? I mean,
You know,
it
Mm,
was pretty fun. I mean, that baboon got to. Anyway, yes, penitent. Yes,
so you can see, like, the sun's down.
it's beautiful.
I mean, it's dark, but yes, you can still see.
That's
It's
crazy.
got really good sight for a human.
I've never met a human this old.
What do you guys do?
Shall we camp for tonight, or
Or shall we continue on
do
your
we
quest?
set off?
Well, I would like to start on our journey.
Let us
Um,
away.
Do we know? How far is the place?
Well, you're there right now. This is
Oh, wait,
the
this is
spot.
it?
That's where the
Oh!
statue is. Yep, you're right here. You're just waiting for the right time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well then, yes.
Nanogenarian. It's a vocabulary word.
Non-engineering. I think it's a
Non-engineering?
magical word. You should scream it.
I really should. Beesorg Nanogenarian. Lock
Got it.
away.
Theodûir is looking through the monster manual through not. I never read. I read this 5 times. I've sworn that word is not in here.
Well, yes, we can camp here. Perhaps I should tell you a bit more about why we are here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, when I was a young girl,
So long ago.
yes,
Quiet, Moss. Just get it. Go with it.
it's all right. I'm not ashamed of my age.
You shouldn't be. You're like,
I have no shame. I have lived a long, adventurous life. I have lived more adventures than you could even imagine.
okay.
I believe it.
Well,
And that's why you're talking to your. It's a. I know the name of this thing.
We'll figure
Pointing
it
at the
out.
statue.
Pointing to the statue. Like, you're talking to
It's a
the.
sphinx. No.
No, that's not it.
It's a griffin.
this is
No, I'm pretty sure it's a sphinx.
That doesn't sound right.
Kamal Most High.
Oh,
This is the deity to which I am devoted.
Oh.
Well, the statue is of the Sphinx, right?
Oh, right.
Which is I think it's on the bottom of your sheet down there.
Told you. It's a sphinx.
Is
Oh,
read
this
the-
I
is
don't.
Aten Shepsut. Aten Shepsut.
But he's the species is his.
Sphinx.
I don't think that's right. I think it's something else. It's
His name's more interesting. Aten Shep.
Aten Shepsut.
Now, when I was a young girl, I happened. Actually, correct
No,
me.
you got it.
Give me this.
You got it.
I happened upon this statue. And it was at the exact moment that a comet was streaking across the sky. And I looked at the statue and it came to life.
What?
And it spoke to me, and it told me a riddle. And before I had a chance to solve the riddle, the comet was gone from the sky, and the Sphinx was stone again.
What was the riddle?
The riddle was... I thought I had it memorized. What breaks but never falls? What falls but never breaks? Now, I have had 70 plus years to figure out this riddle, and I think I figured it out.
What?
That was the whole riddle.
Yes.
That's just 2 lines.
What breaks but never falls, but
It
falls
falls
but never breaks.
Well,
Is it?
But how can it?
I will let you
The
think
party
about
sits
it.
there and thinks for a minute.
Yeah. I have had many years to think about it. I will let you use your minds to decipher it.
I'm not good at that. Do you want to spar instead?
Sure.
Yes.
The two of you start to spar while the others are sitting there puzzling it out. Yeah.
Well, he's trying to figure out the...
You keep saying Sphinx. I don't think it's a Sphinx.
Right. You're not convinced.
It's like that. It's like that.
There's just like, ching, 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 ching. Ow, ow, ow. God, she's good in the back.
What breaks?
Yeah, right.
Falls.
Out of focus in the background, the sparring goes on.
Yeah.
It's just Theodûir like,
Breath. You're just like, oh, child.
Is it like... Is it rock?
Water?
I think it's a rock. Maybe it is water.
As we're sparring, I say it again. Think simply, children. What breaks but never falls? What falls but never breaks?
Oh my God! Even when she's talking, she's got action. Oh my God! My new idol.
Is it... I think it's rocks. If I'm gonna go, that's final answer, rocks.
You can break rocks, child.
You should know that as a stone hero.
She's right.
damn, she got me again.
Yeah. I'm out. Oh my God, that's such a good session.
Is it knees?
Well,
You can break it.
yeah, but they no, they can break.
well, I can tell you if you want.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm not even gonna think about it.
Oh,
She's
really?
yep.
Yes. Would you like to know?
I would love.
Are
to
you
know.
sure this is the answer?
I'm pretty
or
sure I
should-
know it already, but
Well,
go
we-
ahead. Let's see what you
Okay.
think it is.
I know everything
She
because I'm
does like a
Theodûir.
gym tape. Well, I believe it is night and day. Is that right?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Night and
Night.
day.
I was thinking this.
I was night.
Honestly, my brain was thinking the same.
Day breaks. Oh my God, that's what they say.
Oh, it's brilliant.
Mm.
Breaks.
It's brilliant.
Day breaks but never falls.
Is he looking for 2 answers?
I believe so. And so here is the mission. This comet is destined to return every 75 years. And that is almost right now.
And as she says that, there's a bright blue flash in the sky above.
It is
Everybody looks up, and you see, this long tapering thread, a big bright light at the top of it, and then a long kind of shimmering tail. From its design, it almost looks like a sword of bright blue starts to streak across the sky.
Here it is. Children, look at the Sphinx. We must wait.
You see the Sphinx statue, is totally still for a moment, and then you hear kind of a slight grinding of stone as it turns down to look at you.
Oh, cool.
But big, bright blue eyes beam out, and it asks one question. Its question is, I stand before you, yet only wise eyes can see me. What am I? Now, before anyone says anything, let's roll initiative, please.
Oh my.
So take your D20, roll it, and then add your initiative bonus to it, which should be your dexterity if it doesn't say so on your sheet.
Okay. Dexterity, you said?
Yes, dexterity.
I guess
The bonus on there. Cool. 16. Anybody beat a 16?
I got
19.
18, yeah?
18.
Okay, cool. So it looks like it's going to be Val, and then Moss, and then... Oh, we still haven't even given your character a name yet.
I haven't told them my
Just awesome. She's so
Um,
good here. What's your favorite guy? The brick Barkwood? Barkwood?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's Valqwyn's
Yeah, Professor
Barkwood for
Barkwood,
sure.
Awesome. Theo, what was your initiative?
I got a 14.
14. Okay, cool. All right. So Gwen, let's see. It's going to be Val, and then Moss, and then Lady G, and then Theo. So here's how this works. We're going to go through initiative in that order. On your turn, you can either make a guess at the riddle. There's basically a time limit involved. You make a guess at the riddle, or you can roll some kind of a check, usually a history or an insight or a religion. If you have a different skill you want to use, let me know. I'm curious. I'm going to try to get a clue about what the answer might be, but you're on a very short amount of time. All right, so we're going to start with you, Val. You got highest on initiative. You're the first one to act. What do you want to do?
Could she repeat the riddle, please?
Yes, totally.
Thank you.
I stand before you, yet only wise eyes can see me. What am I? Now, this is a big shock for Lady G, because you were not expecting this riddle. You had your one all prepared. This is a totally different one.
75 years to come up with a new one.
Damn it.
Val, what would you like to do with your turn?
Oh gosh, I want to roll like a straight intelligence, which
Okay.
I'm not great
Sure.
at, but I'm gonna try to guess. Let's find out. I got 2.
Well, you assume that if someone is you can't see them, they must be invisible, right? It's some kind of an invisible person that's standing right in front of you.
Yes.
Cool. So you have that chambered.
Invisible person.
No reaction. Moss, it is your turn.
I stand before you, but only wise eyes see me.
Still think it's invisible person.
You want to guess, or do you want to roll something?
I will roll. I'm looking at the skills, or just like
Skills, yeah. But I mean, unless you have a different idea of something, but that's what I assume you'd be rolling a skill check to get a clue.
I stand before you, but wise only whatever it is.
Only wise eyes can see me.
Only wise asses can see me.
That should be really good.
Wise guys.
Yay, wise guys.
Only wise guys can see me.
What's going to be Moss?
Moss would like to roll. I don't know what skill. Nature, maybe.
You could roll a nature. Sure.
Yeah.
You can do history.
Or history. Well, I mean, I only have history stone cutting. The rest is bullshit.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a nature.
Nature coming at you.
I got a good guess though.
Oh, not good. 11.
Okay. You're like racking your brain about what sphinxes are, or what kind of animal this is still. You still don't believe it's a sphinx. And without that vital clue, you can't make any connections.
Especially after the sphinx is moving. It's just like, I don't believe it.
It's like that, but
All right. Lady Gwindolyn, it is your turn.
What stands before you? What stands before you?
I stand before you,
I see.
but only wise eyes can see me. What am I?
And I can either guess or roll.
You can either take a guess, or you could roll some kind of a check that might give you a clue. Yeah.
I'm gonna roll.
Okay. What skill would you like to use?
What's the best one to use?
So, what's the best one?
Wisdom.
So you should have some skills on there. I think you're trained in religion as one of your best ones.
Oh, that would be good.
Yeah.
What about? Well, what's higher is insight, wisdom.
You can roll insight. Yeah, that would work too. I forgot I gave you that. Yeah, you can roll insight.
Great. I mean, I got some wisdom. I'm pretty.
Hopefully.
That's a good one. That's 19.
Yeah.
Killing it. Perfect. So you have had a lot of time to study this riddle and this particular sphinx. You have a lot of specific insight you can bring. You know that this sphinx, Atenshepsut, is a guardian of the underworld. And so the way these kinds of riddles tend to work, they tend to be about abstract concepts, less about individual things. So your clue is that it's probably something more related to like an abstract concept, like not something physical, but something abstract. He said 4 times in a row. So that's probably your best clue. You can continue to make rolls on subsequent turns, but we will move on now to Theo. It's your turn.
So, meta question. Do I know what she just learned?
No.
Okay. All right, he's just going to make a guess then.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Is it glasses?
Long silence. No reply. Awesome. So you can look up in the sky. That's the end of round 1. The comet, which was kind of starting in the east, is now right above you. You think that after this round, it will cross, and then it will possibly disappear at the end of the next round. So you have about 2 rounds left. Yes.
Children, we must guess the riddle soon.
All right, Val, it is your turn.
No skills to figure it out.
What's up?
I want to make a guess and try a deception on there to see if I
you want to try to yeah, sure. You can make it
door.
Can make it deception. Yeah, go for it. Do
I'm
it.
gonna go.
It'll never work.
Death?
Sure.
Oh, I got a 19 on deception.
A 19.
A 19.
So you don't actually deceive it, but what happens? You say it. There's like a long pause, and you feel this sort of thunderous presence in your mind as someone is basically answers you. Close, my child. Close.
But only she knows that. We don't.
Yes, but only you hear it.
Oh, okay.
I did say it out loud.
Remember.
Oh, you just say it out loud then? Okay.
Well, I said death question mark out loud. But
Yeah. And then you maybe see like Val's eyes kind of flash blue for a second as though something is speaking to her. So something happened with Val just there.
Yeah.
All right, Moss, it is your turn.
I stand before you, but only wise eyes can see me. Can I roll survival check?
Survival. Pitch it to me. How does this help?
I figured survival is your knowledge of, golly, I guess it's medicine.
Just go down the list of everything you're
Well,
like.
I mean, like, I
proficient
don't
in.
have very many
Acrobatics? Yeah.
Okay. Athletics, yeah.
Do a backflip?
All right, check it out. Animal handling.
Let's see it.
For the not sphinx.
Yeah.
For the, what do you
The
call
unsphinx.
Yeah.
What would you like to do, Moss?
Moss would like to, I'm going to go ahead and I think Moss's brain is going to go down like maybe a medical path because he knows
Okay.
how to like set bones. He knows how, and he's pretty, you got to be wise to do that. And so he's going to search through his brain, through his like medical.
Sure,
Does
give me a
that
check. The DC is going to be a little high, but it's a weird avenue to come at it.
It's confusing to answer riddle with the knowledge that
Totally.
I have, but
Totally.
20 mod.
20. Okay. So Val's clue about death sort of sets you spinning off. Like, it's got to be something to do with that you're thinking about. There's only one thing that you can't defeat with medicine, right? And that's aging. So it's something to do with death. It's something to do with aging. It's something to do with passage of time. All right. And we are on to our third, Lady G.
Could I, I would like to be like Moss is actually thinking out loud because he's been pretty vocal this whole time anyway.
Oh, I see. So you're just ruminating over it. Yeah, you can talk through it.
Old. Maybe you're getting old. You're getting old. And like
he does have a thing with old.
Perfect. All right, we are on to number 3. This is Lady G. What would you like to do?
Okay, I want to take a guess.
All right, go for it.
Okay, and I mean, I was already thinking death. And will I have heard?
I said what I was
talking
thinking
out
out loud.
loud.
So
Yeah,
what you
so I
heard,
heard that.
what
Great.
you heard him tell me, I told you guys.
All right. Okay. My guess, and I'm a little nervous because I fought monsters and stuff, but I am nervous because it's my one shot. My guess is time.
There's a long pause. And as you say that, you look down at your hand and you see your hand is kind of starting to glow and disappear. And you look down, the rest of your body is kind of glowing blue and fading away. And you're not sure what's happening. As the rest of you guys start to see that, you notice the same thing is happening to you.
What?
Looking at your hands and your feet.
Moss
Like
is
little-
probably like,
no, she's fine. Gonna kick the bucket. No, I'm gonna die.
Why is they with us?
What's it feel like?
It's a sort of tingling sensation all across your body. It's almost like you're being peeled away with tiny little flakes and they're just disappearing and sort of blue wash goes over your body. Yeah. As it crawls up your body, you can just get a last glimpse of the comet overhead and almost seems to freeze in place and then you disappear. This seems like a great place to take a 5-minute break and then we'll be back with the rest of our adventure.
Does a 21 do it for you?
21 is enough for you to cartwheel up those stairs, if that's what you want to do.
Obviously, Captain Fletchstonehand never turns down an opportunity to cartwheel.
You tumble straight up to him. You and Lady Celeste are flanking the Viceroy, matter of fact.
Are we indeed? Gee, if only I had taken 2 unnecessary levels in Rogue. Sneak attack all day long.
The adventure begins on the 10th of Harvest Home, 929 of Kairosha's Third Age. This is episode 30, Sisters of Steel. All right, so when we come back, you guys had just vanished from the roadside, and when you rematerialize, you're standing in an entirely new location. Looking around, you can see you're in what appears to be sort of like a ruined coliseum. There are big stands up all around you, but they're kind of broken and shattered with age. Everything is dark, kind of has that like day for night vibe. You know, you shoot something and then you convert it over to day for night. It's all that kind of like grayscale color. It's like that. But the only light in the area is coming from directly up above. Is like a bright blue light. You look up and you see that the comet is still up in the sky, but it seems to be frozen in place. It's no longer moving. What's drawing your attention more, however, you're looking across the sort of coliseum. You're on the ground, sort of in the arena, sand around you, a couple of broken columns. And across from each one of you, when you rematerialize, you're all kind of standing in this line. There is another figure. Across from Lady Gwindolyn, all 5 of them are wearing these sort of fancy-looking Sphinx masks, and they're all very like ripped and sort of athletic, kind of in the prime of their life. Across from Lady Gwindolyn is a female figure with a sword and a shield, kind of standing in a defensive pose. Across from Val, you can see a sort of trim, athletic-looking woman, Sphinx mask, 2 curved swords. Across from Theodûir is another one, Sphinx mask, but male, and wielding some kind of an orb, like a spell-casting implement. And the strangest one of all, across from Moss, wearing a Sphinx mask, is a giant, hairy badger on 4 legs. In this sort of like aggressive pose as though it's about to attack. You only have a minute to like realize where you are and kind of glance around before those 5 figures sort of in unison, their eyes glow blue and they come charging towards you guys. So we're going to re-roll initiative. Go ahead and give me that. So roll it actually twice. So roll 1 and then roll a second one. And I'll see what your first ones are.
I rolled 7 and I rolled a 7.
Great. Did anybody beat a 7?
I got a 17 for my first and a 6 for my second.
Okay. Anybody beat 17?
I got a 14 and 17.
Great. So it's going to be Val. What was your second one, Val?
6.
6. Okay, cool. Sounds good.
I got
Actually, so yeah, let me get this.
Ooh, big money.
Okay.
Rolled a 2.
One moment.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
At least you get a good bonus to initiative.
And then what was your second one, Aliza?
17.
17. Okay. Cool. So it will be 1 moment. Doing the initiative in kind of an unusual way this time, but that's cool. Okay. Theo, what did you get?
5 and a 4.
5 and 4. Good. So it's going to be Moss. Good. And then it's going to be... Got it. Okay. So they come running across the expanse, sort of scurrying up sand as they come, taking their weapons out. I suppose technically, Theo, the one that is across you does not approach. He stays at a distance. But the one with the 2 swords comes up to you, Val, immediately and starts to swing her weapons. That's going to be... What's your AC again?
17.
17. That's going to be 1 hit. She slashes you with a scimitar. You take... Let's see. That is 9 slashing damage as you are brought across. Now she's in like... But when she moves in, you realize like... A, she's taller than you. She seems to be an adult. And B, she's like mirroring a lot of your moves almost exactly. It is your turn, Val. What would you like to do?
Dual weapon attack.
Cool. Yes?
Yeah, dual weapon attack. Sorry, I was looking at my spell sheet. It's always a distraction.
Do it.
First attack is a 16.
That should hit. Yep.
Awesome. Second one is not going to hit.
Okay. Give me damage on the first, please.
I don't know where my D8 is. Can I borrow it?
Yeah, of course. Don't touch my dice.
Damage is 7.
Okay, cool. Yeah. You guys sort of close the distance and do basically the same move at each other, right? It's just crazy.
Yeah.
Like, what the?
And it's all in slow motion, right? Just...
All in slow motion. Whenever we cut to Val, it's unnecessarily like Zack Snyder style slow mo.
There's a weird like breeze in the hair.
Absolutely. Great. Lady G, it is your turn.
All right. There it is.
What would you like to do?
I'd like to do my long sword melee.
Cool. Yeah, smack her. So roll that d20 and add the bonus.
What is that? Oh. I got a natural 18.
Yeah.
7 to hit.
Yeah, you got her. So roll damage.
7?
Yeah.
What are you, like, ancient and really good at fighting or something?
Yeah.
See? Old is not bad, child. You're learning. Wait, so what is it, 1d8?
A d8, yeah.
D8, yeah. So
Just one, though? Yeah. That one. Oh, sorry, d8.
Cool.
Newbie here. Okay.
That's okay.
I rolled that 7
Plus.
Wait, sorry, help.
It's okay.
So for the hit, do I do that?
Oh, that's the radiant damage. So
Just kidding. 1d8 plus
so plus
3.
3. Yes, it's 10 total damage.
Oh, got it. Okay, 10.
Nice. Yeah, you bring that sword in,
Woo.
slash her. She will try to retaliate. She holds her sword up, and you see it starts to glow. And you recognize, Lady G, that she's using one of her divine smites, and she's going to try to bring it down on you. She hits, she'll deal even more damage. But she misses. So this glowing sword is coming at you. How do you dodge it? How do you deflect it?
I would like to do a kind of like a roll.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
You roll to the side, her like sword comes down and cuts one of the like columns cleanly in half. You see this spry old lady like ducks out of the way and comes up ready to fight.
Yeah, it does like
Nice.
a quick. I feel like I would steer on Corbin and just like.
Yeah, you're entranced. So Moss, you are standing there. You see the badger, across the way, and you realize you are also in a wild shape form. Which wild shape form do you think you would have taken immediately if this was a combat situation?
If it was an immediate combat situation, let's be real, I would have been a badger.
Cool. So you are in badger form as well.
I was going to say I was going to go for black bear just to get that one AC advantage, but
but
that wouldn't have been
he's a badger.
My knee-jerk reaction would have been
Badger action.
Yeah,
Okay.
Badger v. Badger.
Badger v. Badger. Let's do it. So it is your turn. Technically, he's still moving towards you, so you'd have to move out a little bit to meet him, but go for it.
Like two little slinking badgers, like.
Right.
I'll see that.
One has a mask.
Yes.
When they touch each other, it's pretty cool.
Moss is probably thinking, "I'm gonna kill this badger with the. It's the head above.
Still.
It's a.
Just worrying at it. You'll never figure it out.
Sphinx.
Let's see the attack roll.
It's still a sphinx.
Yeah, Moss is
Like
gonna.
distance.
The badger makes 2 attacks, so I'm gonna
Do
use
it.
my Shadowfax is bite and red is claws.
Got it.
Charging in for very, very run-of-the-mill damage, maybe. Bite is 14, and claws is a 12.
Dang.
Not damage, sorry, attack rolls.
Oh, I was gonna say. Yeah. That's a lot of damage.
So that'll both do it. Both hit. Oh, sorry, guys. I'm coming. My internet's being weird.
I was like, what? All right, so
Yes,
I
they both hit.
roll damage then.
You're
Yes.
just building the suspense. Will it hit?
So
or
I
not?
come in with the bite, and I get a decent bite off on him with a 5.
Cool.
And then as soon as I sink those claws in, or as soon as I sink the teeth in, then the real damage comes in as I slash him for 8.
Ooh, ouch. Yeah, you. This badger is much bigger than you. It's almost like a dire badger, like a larger creature. But you latch right onto it and are just tearing it to shreds with your claws and teeth. It will try to bite you.
I would
Yes.
I would like to just point out that while I am in badger form, I still have that little peasant cowl on.
Yeah.
So it's
always.
like
It's
a
always
giant
there.
dire badger versus a badger with a hat.
It doesn't matter what he turns into, right?
We got caught in a tree one time and we went back for it. Like,
Yeah. Did we establish, does the hat change sizes? Like if you turn into an elephant, is it a tiny little hat? Like
I'm pretty sure it changed, like whatever size I am, because you
Yeah.
can just choose to have it go into you.
gotcha. Pretty
I'm
weird.
assuming
Let's
it
not
actually-
dissect that. Yeah.
I mean, he still has an eye stalk on
it-
your head. So.
Yeah.
That's
Well, I
true.
haven't
Well,
rolled
we'll cover that later. So the badger will turn and bite you with its teeth and kind of try to shake you off. You take 10 damage, Moz, from its fangs.
Oh. 10 to Mars. That puts me down to 3 left in badger form.
In badger form. Okay, cool. And we are on to the sorcerer. So this sorcerer is standing across from you, Theodûir. He has his orb. He makes a gesture like that, and you see that 3 other copies of him appear behind him. He has some sort of a
One of them is on his 10 Commandments.
he's on his phone.
Tablet.
Yes, but that's his action. But he stays where he is. What do you want to do, Theodûir?
Well, I'm doing the exact same thing.
Got a new best.
So you also split into 3?
Yes, I do. And then I
Perfect.
ask him, well, how did you wear? How?
How did you wear how? Well, for some reason, he doesn't answer this question.
It's a very, very well-formed question. How did you wear? How?
How did you wear how? All right, so we are back at the top of round 2. The fighter in conflict with you, Val, will swing out. This time, though, she steps back and she puts her hands in front of her like that and makes some kind of a command inside of her mask, but you can't quite hear it. Can you give me a dexterity saving throw, please?
Yes. Oh, we get a +3 because of your bonus.
Oh yes, I have a bonus.
So it's 18.
What?
Okay. Yes,
But she has
you...
a ability that gives us +3 to all of our saving throws.
It's the aura of protection. It's for all of you children.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you managed to avoid most of it, but lancing fire comes flying out of her fingers. You take 6 fire damage, Val.
See, I have the aura of infection. And it's just, don't get a cut near me. You'll probably get it.
It'll go very bad.
It's just the gross
That's
part.
why Eddie is so good at medicine. He's like, damn it, I got someone else sick. I'll be right there.
That is that fighter's turn, though, so it's your turn, Val. What would you like to do? And I do it right back.
I'm on a magic missile on her.
Of course you are.
Yeah,
What's
I
that damage?
It is. Come on. 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay, yeah, solid. Remind me what your magic missile looks like.
What was the? Oh, is it nonagenarian? Nonagenarian?
No.
I go nonagenarian. 3 like blue.
Yeah.
I'm still holding on to my like scimitar though, so it's like more just like a
Comes out of the weapon. Yeah.
out.
She has this thing where whenever she hears a word she doesn't know, she assumes it's a magic word, so she starts using it as a component. Yeah.
It's Beesword.
Yeah.
Doesn't make a lot of sense, but great. She's slammed by the magic missiles and staggers a little bit. Seems sort of like, wait, you have magic too? All right, it is Lady G's turn. What would you like to do, Gwendolyn?
I want to smite this.
Do it. Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
Smite her.
Okay.
Slice a throat.
All right, I got 17.
17? Do you add anything to it?
Well, 10 plus
10
7.
plus 7.
Oh, okay, cool. Yes, that'll do it. Give me the damage, please.
So now I roll. It says I rolled 3d8.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
I might need to.
Plus your
1,
melee as well, so it'd be 4 d8s total.
2, 3.
Wait, what?
Can I borrow one more? Thank
Yeah.
you.
She's an additional 3d8 on top of her normal sword damage.
Yeah, so it's
Okay.
1d8.
You got
total, sort
it.
of
You're good.
the radiant.
Cheesy Pete's nice, Mars.
I got it. I got. What do I do? Just to add them up?
Add them all up. Yeah.
Okay.
25, and then you put the
25?
+3, I think, from your
Mhm.
longsword.
25 for divine smite plus 3 radiant damage.
Beautiful, and then you do another +3, so it's 28, and then 31.
1.
Yeah.
31.
Jesus
Oof.
Christ.
That bitch is going
Brutal.
dirt.
So your target is still alive, but what does this look like? What does your divine smite look like? You hit someone.
So I came. I'm still like. I just like recovered, got back on in like a crouching position with the sword here.
Mhm.
And my divine smite is basically like He-Man. I just like stand and then do this. And just slash down at her.
Perfect. So it's this grievous wound, cuts her like along the side like that, and you see that the mask cracks and falls off. And you are looking at yourself as a young woman, like Darth Vader in the cave style, right? And you stare at each other. Awesome. Cool. She will, like, in retaliation, swing around and try to hit you again.
That's not true.
Exactly. She does hit you, I believe. She puts a 19 on the die, so it's like a 26. She hits you for 8 slashing damage
8.
with her sword.
Oh, watch out, everyone.
Tis but a scratch.
Indeed.
After the 31, it's just like,
Yeah, Moss, it is your turn. You are still locked in ferocious combat with this badger. What do you want to do?
I'll stay locked in and
That sounds like
maul
you.
away. Do it. More mauling involved. So he got
Naws and claws, as we call it.
Naws and claws, baby, coming straight at your face.
Cool. Let's see
Badger
it.
Ross's next rat solo.
The Naws is a. Ooh, I was looking in the wrong place. I think it's a 10.
Yeah, 10's not gonna do it. You gotta get the calculator out to add a number below 10.
No, I didn't know. I didn't know what the plus was. Okay.
Gotcha. Sure. That's fine.
All
All right, the Nas don't make it through because I guess he's a dire badger. So I
We got a
probably,
lot of fur.
yeah, he's got. I probably to readjust and just didn't get as good of a bite on him.
Yeah.
But then claws
1 in 3 is what I do.
for 14.
Okay, 14 will do.
Oh.
Yeah. Give me that damage.
14 coming straight at your face, straight from Thousand Dune. Drop it
Moss's new single.
hard.
Yeah.
The claws
next?
come in for 7 damage.
7. Ouch. Yeah, you open up like a wound in the side of the badger, and this like weird, not real blood, this kind of like blue smoke starts to pour out of the wound. Cool. Now it's the badger's turn. It doesn't like that. It's gonna try to bite you back. Oh yeah, that'll do you. That is 10 more damage as it bites you.
He
Shakes you
probably,
back
like,
and forth.
Yeah, he does the old dog shake and probably just lets go just in time for me to.
You're back to Moss. Yeah.
I'm back to mossing.
Sad.
So that was 7 damage to me.
Yes, 7 damage straight through. All right. So the other sorcerer across the way is going to attempt to attack you. Let's see, Theodûir.
The one still on his phone, just like,
Yeah. So he holds out his hand like this and makes a gesture, very much like Emperor Palpatine, and you see lightning come crackling out of his fingers. So that's an attack roll against you, right? And then you have to roll to see which one of the mirror images it hits.
Yeah, if it hits me.
Okay. I don't think it will. Only a 15. So
Nope, not
yeah.
quite.
So lightning comes crackling out. Kind of, it's almost too far away. It's like fizzling before it really gets to you. And he seems, as much as a person can with a Sphinx mask on, he seems consternated by this. Okay, Theo, it is your turn.
All right. Cool. Yeah, I want to cast Witch Bolt.
Cool. Yeah.
ooh, really?
Is that the same spell you just?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is exactly the same spell.
They're
wonder
literally just going to
why.
mirror each other the whole
I
time.
wonder why. This is so
Right.
similar. This is so.
Sounds
Locked in
yeah.
simul combat. Let's see it.
Almost as if this person is my equal. I don't know.
They just stop at the next round and start hugging each other and go get drinks.
No, it turns out he's a
right.
great guy.
Yeah.
We have a lot in common, it turns out. Literally everything in common.
Literally everything in common.
Literally everything. I'm sorry, I'm having a hard
Literally
time.
everything.
Spell. Hang on.
They've heard of each other. It's
Oh
great.
my gosh, it's a spell attack.
I just got a really
Cody.
quick
Dude,
tweet.
get
Really-
Cody, it's a spell attack, and then you roll 1d12 damage, Cody. We know. We all know.
The app's not on iPhones.
That's true. That's true. So, +5.
Oh.
I got an 8.
Yeah, that doesn't do it either. So again, it's perfect synchronicity. You guys both pop into mirror images. You both shoot lightning. Neither of you hit each other. It's this,
I
it's a
think
mirror
it's like
image, literally.
simultaneously they're mirroring like
Yeah,
perfect.
everything they do
Yeah.
perfectly. Okay, so you still have a fighter in your grill, Val. She's just gonna swing with her scimitars again. Seems like she can't get another spell off. Only 1 hit that time. You will take 9 slashing damage.
Get it.
She like hits you on the arm and cuts straight up like that.
Ouch.
Awesome. But it's your turn now. What would you like to do?
Dual weapon attack since she's all up in my grill.
Do it.
First one does not hit. Oh, I'm gonna guess 11 doesn't hit either, huh?
No. Yeah.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
dancing
no.
around each other.
Yep. In
Cool.
slow motion. Real
She's
well.
fighting a little defensively. Awesome. Lady Gwindolyn, what would you like to do?
I want to do smite again.
Yeah, smite her. Do it.
Yeah.
It worked pretty well last time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shit.
Ooh, 19.
Ooh, good.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
You're on fire over there. Yeah. Roll that damage. Same thing as last time.
Thank you. I found another one, so I have 4. Yeah.
Perfect.
6 plus 9, 10, 15. Right?
Plus
9,
the 6.
10, 15 plus the 6.
Plus 3.
15 plus 6 is 21.
All right. How would you like to defeat this enemy?
Yes. So I do my little like device my thing, and this time I'm like, you will not win. And I just do
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Comes back down again. Perfect. You slice her in two, and again, just blue smoke kind of comes funneling out. There's no real blood or gore in her at all, and she falls into nothing. Awesome. She is destroyed. Very nice. All right, we are on to Moss. You were just thrown out of badger form or lying on the sand as the badger stalks over to you, ready to make the kill.
Oh, is he? 'Cause while he stalks, Moss is going to be like, crap.
Just stands above.
How heroic. What do you want to do?
Moss is actually going to, I think he's going to... I had it here. Where'd it go?
Oh, you guys are killing me.
It's right here. I was just gonna. Moss is
Perfect.
probably gonna. Moss is going to use a new cantrip that he just got called Poison Spray.
Perfect.
So Moss is just like.
Boo. Is that an attack roll or is it a saving throw?
You extend your hands towards a creature, which we decided isn't what happens.
His
Right.
hand.
We decided it.
You project a puff of noxious gas. I could have gone gaudier with it.
That's fine. You did the best you could. Is
The-
it an
the
attack
creature
roll
must-
or a saving throw?
It's a success on Constitution saving throw, or take
Got it.
1d12 poison damage.
Okay.
Instant failure.
Yeah, the Badger got a 15 on their con save. So I think
Well,
that's a success.
Badger is a successful individual, isn't he?
Yeah. So he kind of steps up to you and you blast him in the face with your stank. And kind of like doesn't seem too affected by it. We'll try to bite you again. Ooh, but a miss. So it bites nearby. You like roll out of the way as these big badger jaws are trying to close on you. Okay, cool. That is them. Now we're on to the sorcerer. So Witch Bolt didn't work.
Which one are you going to use? Is it the same one that I'm going to use?
I hope
so he makes a gesture like this. The orb comes out, and you see 3 burning red lasers come shooting out straight towards you.
Okay.
So one attack, I think, is a hit. Yeah, that's a 24. So does it hit you, or does it hit one of its mirror images?
A 24 is going to hit me.
But we got to see, right.
Yeah, so it hits. Yeah, now I roll basically.
Mhm.
So it is a. Yeah, so I rolled an 18. I think it has to be a 16 or above.
Okay. It's almost as though you don't cast this spell every week.
Huh. Weird.
Oh, thanks.
Well, do you want me to be right or do you want me to be wrong?
Just make it
Do you
up.
want me to be precise? I'm pretty sure it's an 18, but I'm looking it up just to be sure.
Uh-huh.
Da, da, da. I'm opening the spell book for him because my goodness.
I got it. What
You
was
got
the
it?
spell?
It's
Yeah, it's a 6.
Scorching Ray.
image, and then
So it hits one of my
Okay.
images. Bing, bing.
Okay, cool. That one bursts into flame and disappears. Try again. That's a miss on the second ray and a miss on the third ray. So only 3 rays go out. Only one of the mirror images is destroyed. You still have 2 left. Again, as much as he can look disappointed by this, he does. Theo, it is your turn. What would you like to-
oh my from over there.
Oh my.
Cool. He's going to cast Chromatic Orb.
Do it.
We'll do Twinned Image, or Twin Spell.
Twin spell. Okay. Go for it.
2 different ones. Or just twice in general. First one is a 14. Second one is a 23.
The second one will hit.
Sorry. Great. Sweet. So I guess now you have to roll, and if you get a
Yeah,
6
that's right.
or above,
Oh man, mirror image. This is going to take the rest of the adventurers to get through these guys. I got a 10.
so I hit you.
Oh.
Nice.
So that means I roll 3d8. Wait, those aren't mine, sorry.
That doesn't dispel the other mirror images, right? Like they stick around.
No, they stick around.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So I just basically hit the right target.
Gotcha.
So wait, that's not a D8.
And that definitely won't go right to Theodûir's head. Not at all.
Never. It never does.
No.
He doesn't start to become
Yeah.
Dark Theo at all.
17 damage.
Oh my gosh, brutal. Okay, cool.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah, remind me what chromatic orb looks like, Theodûir.
So it's an element. We'll say I whipped out cold just for fun. There's elements you'll see floating in the orb, and I just like whip one of them out. And this time it was like this cold ice.
Gotcha.
Sickle, you could say.
And, sickle. That's cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Sweet. Blasts to the sorcerer. The other like mirror images react as though they were hit, but obviously don't take any damage. Okay, cool. We are back up at the top with the other fighter. Lots of NPCs. So she will swing at you. Oh, I want to see if her spell recharges. It does not. She swings at you and misses both times. So you're deflecting both of her scimitars. It's your turn, Val. What would you like to do?
Sorry, let me actually double check something real quick.
You guys! Hilarious.
Okay, cool. Awesome. I'm gonna cast Blade Ward on myself, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Instead of attacking?
Yep.
Okay,
Blade
sweet.
Ward.
So now she has...
Yeah.
Is that like disadvantage on attacks? Or do you have resistance?
Against bludgeoning, piercing, slashing.
Gotcha.
All
Okay,
that
cool.
if I dealt by weapon attacks.
For a round. Okay, cool. So you cast a spell on yourself. I forget. It's like a
It's
sigil?
like a sigil, yeah.
Yeah. Cool. And you're all sheened.
Yeah.
Cool. Lady G, you have slain your foe. Now what would you like to do?
Can I assess? Well, I'm looking around and seeing who needs the most help.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm thinking either Moss or
Oh, you think I need help?
Theo. Well, Moss is like.
Yeah, Moss looks like he's not in a great way right now.
Yeah.
Of the group. Yeah.
He's
Okay.
being stalked by a dire badger.
Yeah.
I'm just like rolling around and farting.
So I'm pretty much on par, but yeah.
Yeah.
So what would you like to do, Lady G?
I'd like to. What's the badger doing right now?
Badger is like kind of menacing him, so as he rolls away, it's still on top of him, trying to bite him.
Okay, so I'll just I'll do a melee longsword.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Go for it. Make an attack roll, please.
Okay. Oh, my thing.
There you go.
15 plus 7.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
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 15
It
plus 7.
definitely is.
Yeah. Man, you can't
On
roll
fire,
anything below
man.
like a 10. That's perfect.
Dice for
Roll me
good.
damage, please. Yeah.
Yeah.
7.
7.
Oh, plus
okay, cool.
3, so it's 10 total, yeah.
3, 10.
Awesome. How would you like to defeat the badger?
Oh, she's
snap.
crushing it.
Really?
Oh.
Kill snipes every week.
Yeah.
So what does this look like?
I take my long sword and I'm coming up from the side of it and I just kind of like jab it right into its like under.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, sure. Again, more blue mist comes out. Moss, you're like thinking you're about to get bit and you see like blue mist comes out of the badger's mouth as it slumps. And as it slumps, you see the Lady Gwindolyn is standing there having killed it. Nice work. Moss, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Moss will probably like stand there. I was gonna get him, but
Perhaps I should have let you fight your fight.
no, I'm okay. We'll just throw down with Theodûir's guy, and Moss will just like pull out of his bag and just whip some webs.
The web? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So he makes a dex save, I'm pretty sure.
The
web.
webs fill a 20-foot cube from the point
Nice.
for the duration, so I'll just center it on as many of the critters.
Yeah, you can get him right in the middle.
And then if they start their turn in that space, they have to make a dex saving throw against 15 because it's the wand.
Okay.
And if they don't,
No, they fail.
they do.
They fail horribly. So you stick out your wand and a bunch of webs come shooting out. Yep, they fail. So they are like restrained. You see all of the rest of the mirror images dissipate, and he is just plastered up against a pillar by this web, like a giant spider, looking terrified. Okay, nice, Moss. It's his turn. He will try to get out with a
Moss will
strength.
say, "Stick around."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thumbs down. Not approved. He does manage to peel himself off of the pillar on his turn. He just kind of stands there sticky, but that's his entire turn, so he can't do anything else. Theo, it is your turn.
Oh, look what we have here.
My.
One target.
Ridiculous.
Cool. I'm going to cast Ray of Frost.
Cool.
That is a 19. Does a 19 hit?
19 will hit.
Awesome.
Give me damage, please.
Max
Yes.
damage.
Sorry. Might be
8.
laggy again. Okay, cool. Oof. Brutal. So he's blasted in the chest with this Ray of Frost. He staggers back. Does not look very good, but he is still conscious. All right. At the top of the round, we have the fighter who's fighting Val. She will try to recharge one of her spells. It works. Haha. This time. It's going to be... Let's see. Yeah, she sticks her hand out, basically disappears one of the swords in her hand, puts her hand on your shoulder, and tries to send electricity through your body with a shocking grasp. That'll hit. Yeah, it's 21.
No.
So the damage comes out to be 8 lightning damage.
Okay.
Courses through your body. And you're standing there, Luke Skywalker skeleton for a second. And then...
Oh, God.
Totally. All right, what do you want to do?
2 weapon attacks.
Yeah, get her.
First one's a 14.
14 will miss.
Damn. Second one's a 10. I'm just...
Okay, yeah.
So
I mean, you're being electrocuted, right? It's a little hard to attack properly.
God.
Okay, cool. We are on to Lady G. You have slain the badger. There are 2 enemies left, the one fighting Val and the one fighting Theo. What would you like to do?
Wait, what's her enemy doing?
So they've grabbed her by the shoulder and are like shocking her with electricity.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can I just jab her off, like do some type of just to separate the two of them?
Oh, to separate? Yeah, okay, go for it. Give me a strength.
Off balance that her.
Yeah, perfect. Give me a strength athletics to try to bull rush them away.
Okay. Strength.
Yep.
Roll strength. Okay.
Unless you have athletics as a skill, which I don't.
I do.
Oh, yeah, you can roll that then.
Yeah,
that's even better.
Oh, hi. I did good. 16.
Always.
Nice.
Yeah, perfect.
Plus 7.
Oh, easy.
Yep.
Yeah. So what do you think? Is this like a shoulder check? Like, what does this look like when you come in?
I was thinking I lunge with this elbow kind of here, and I just knock her elbow and just kind of twist her off balance. So
yeah, totally.
This
Yeah, I'm gonna say she falls prone. So you knock her and she falls to the ground and just kind of face plant like a doofus on the ground. Nice, good work. Moss, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Moss will probably join into Theodûir's little magical duel here.
Indeed.
And I think he's going to... Oh, I never used that one, so I'm going to use that. I think Moss is going to Earth Tremor him.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah. It's just another... He takes bludgeoning damage, but you cause a tremor in the ground in a 10-foot radius... Oh, in a radius. So that's around me. Never mind. Moss is just going to go...
And throw fire? Okay. Yeah, make an attack roll.
Yeah, I'll do just that. Moss hit his webs that are still stuck to
Oh, yeah. So the webs go up in flame behind him. Like, he honestly looks even cooler. Like, he steps out and looks dramatic, and then, the webs burst into fire behind him. Yeah.
I said stick around trying to be cool, and he gets out right away, and he's a hero. He's not looking at explosion. So, yeah.
All right. It's his turn. He's going to cast another spell. He will throw a Ray of Frost at you, Theodûir. Oh, he gets a horrible miss. So it goes flying past from his orb and shatters against the back wall of the Colosseum. It is your turn, bud. What do you want to do?
All right. I'm going to cast Chromatic Orb again. This time I'll
go for it.
Poison.
Poison.
Yeah.
Poison.
That spell is poison.
Yeah.
How about an 8?
Boo. An 8 will not do it. No.
Oh, wait.
You guys are just lobbing spells.
Sorry. How about a 10?
Still won't do it.
Won't do it? All right.
Dismal failure.
You can't argue that.
Yeah,
We'll say it was a snake. I whipped a snake out of the
You're just like, oh no.
Cool.
No.
Yeah, but you're so oh god, that never done poison before. It's a snake. Yeah.
Oh, I'll never do that again.
All right,
Other dimension.
Val, it is your turn. The fighter is prone on the ground, so if you'd like to take advantage of that, you would have advantage on your attack rolls against her.
Yes. Yes, I do want to take advantage of that.
Do it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm glad I had that. Okay, so first attack's a mod 20. Second is 24.
Absolutely. Give me that damage.
First one hits for 8.
Cool.
Oh, second for Max. So that's 18 total.
Oh, yes. How would you like to defeat this enemy?
So she's face down, right?
Yep.
Perfect. So I think I slashed with the first one, put both together on the second one, just straight down through the back.
Down.
Yeah.
Cool. You slash her sort of across the top of the neck, and it breaks the mask. And as she sort of like rolls over to see her death, you see your own face as you bring the sword down. Right? Like, oh god, no! Yeah. She turns into blue smoke and disappears. All right, great.
So traumatized at this moment.
Absolutely. Lady G, there is one enemy left. It is just the spellcaster that Theodûir is fighting. What would you like to do?
Am I far from it? Where am I?
You can move about half of your speed, about 15 feet, to get over next to him.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm closer than I thought.
Yeah.
What would I like to do?
I don't know.
Is he? We don't know how damaged he is, huh?
He looks pretty badly hurt. Yeah.
Okay.
He's like breathing heavily and got cuts and scrapes. Yeah.
I will. I'm gonna save the divine smite just in case something else happens today. So I will do like an attack, just a long sword.
Yeah. Charge at him. Go for it.
Charge at him.
Nice. Oh my god.
You're just a murderer. That's what you are.
I hope you're penitent.
Slice. What's the damage?
Damage.
Yeah. 1d8.
7.
Plus
Okay.
3.
Plus 3.
10.
10.
Would you like to describe how you defeat this enemy as well?
She's a kill snipe.
It's great.
Wait, I haven't. Oh, wait.
Do you want me to slay him or not, child?
Please do.
And I run. I literally am running, and I say that to him quick.
Yeah, like, should I kill him? Yeah.
I got this.
Please do. No, please slay the
It's
creature.
just like,
And I do a little like I don't know, whatever.
Oh, go for it.
I'm brute force, whatever. I
Yeah.
slash him from
Totally.
shoulder to hip.
yeah,
Totally.
nice.
Falls, blue smoke. Theodûir, you just see as the body falls, the mask tumbles off in your own face. Like, but as an adult lying there staring at you before it disappears. Yeah, immediately at you, of
30
course.
feet away, but still just locks eyes with me.
Locked eyes with you. As the smoke, they dissipate.
Just
Yeah.
remember my name as he goes.
I just had a badger vomit on me. I don't know why everyone else is having issues with this. Just
Yeah,
a badger.
having a bad time. So you're standing there, you're kind of panting and sweaty after that battle. You know, your foes are basically gone. There's little like black soot marks on the ground where they were slain. You're looking around and you realize your hand again starting to flake and disappear. You're being transported somewhere else.
Where are we going?
You don't even have like a moment to realize before we disappear into another 5-minute break. Perfect. Sure enough, seconds later, a pair of guards in chainmail hauberks with halberds appears at the top of the stairs. Casimir points a big accusatory finger at Lady Celeste, his billowy sleeves snapping out. Slay the Paladin! Seize the rest! The adventure begins on the 10th of Harvest Home, 929 of Kairosha's Third Age. This is episode 30, Sisters of Steel.
I know everything about the history of the stone.
But you don't know what it depicts, yeah.
But I don't remember what this is called.
And I've definitely been recording this whole time. You're welcome.
Good, I'm glad. Glad we have all this immortalized.
It's done right. Usually it's Theodûir that doesn't know anything.
Ridiculous. All right, I'm ready. If everyone, Cody, if you're ready.
Quit tweeting.
Can you stop tweeting?
Stop being social, Cody.
Looking at my spells, thank you very much.
Oh, of course you are. All right, so when we return, our heroes are... Well, when last we left, our heroes were sort of dissipating into the sky again, disappearing. When you rematerialize and realize where you are, at first, you think that you were back where you started. You're standing on a crossroads in a barren land. There is a sphinx in front of you. But as you kind of come back to yourself, you realize it is not a statue anymore. Now it is a living, breathing creature. It is like laying on a pedestal, but you can see its fur and its sort of female human face and its great headpiece that perfectly matches those masks that you saw earlier. A big pair of folded wings back behind it. Its kind of tail like a lion lashing back and forth. It's standing at the crossroads, and there are two roads that diverge. And on either end of that road, there's a doorway here and a doorway here. One doorway is closed, has a pair of like big black iron doors. And the other doorway is just an open arch that leads off into nothing. You would also notice at the base of the Sphinx, there is a small scales, like a little tiny like golden set of scales right before it. You guys sort of appear and are standing there. What do you do?
Does the Sphinx say anything?
Initially, no. Like her eyes are closed and she's just kind of sitting there for a moment. How do you react?
We can see it like breathing and like.
Definitely alive.
I'm getting
a real
so
creature.
close to that Sphinx, as close as I can possibly get.
Don't touch
It's
the.
like walking.
Don't touch the.
It's a sphinx. Don't. Yeah,
It's
It's
not.
right. Don't
It's
touch
not
it.
a sphinx though.
I approach it as well, very respectfully, almost just in awe. Can't believe this is happening after so many years.
Totally. As you approach it, Lady Gwindolyn, it sort of opens its eyes and again has that bright blue, like sort of pearlescent shine. Welcome, my children, it says to you. I have been expecting all of you. Do you know who I am?
Yes.
I do actually from earlier. Yeah.
Yes. You are Ship suit. Oh yeah. You are
Correct.
the Guardian of the underworld.
I am. And you are Lady Gwindolyn the Gray. Is that correct?
Yes, and I kneel like a knight, and I just like kneel and put my hand on my sword and very
Cool.
respectfully. Yes, I am.
It's because she's old. Is she gray? She's really old.
You have passed 2 of the 3 trials. You have passed the trial of the mind, and you have passed the trial of the body.
Yeah.
But there is one trial you have yet to pass. The trial of the heart.
Oh, no.
Lady Gwindolyn, are you prepared to undertake this trial?
I am as prepared as I will ever be.
Be forewarned, once you begin the trial, there is no going back. You may not be happy with the results, but they will determine your fate.
I am ready to commence the trial.
Good. She sort of opens up one of her paws. Yes, Theodûir.
Is that directed at her
Yeah,
specifically?
is it for all of us?
Or is that for
Yeah,
all of us?
she's looking basically just at Gwendolyn.
Okay.
So
All
the
right.
rest of you guys are kind of like,
Oh,
boy, yikes.
Oh,
is it okay?
oh, just okay.
Then never mind.
Fine.
She will beckon you forward with her paw, Lady Gwendolyn.
So I stand up from my kneeling and I turn to the children and I say, I do not know if you will be able to see me after this, but it has been a wonderful honor to travel with you. You fought bravely. Continue fighting bravely and with honor. I turn and I go towards the Sphinx.
Perfect. When you get there, the Sphinx sort of like reaches her paw out, and as it comes closer to you, you think she's gonna like put her paw on your hand, on your shoulder or something. You're not sure, but then her paw goes like phases through your body into you, and when it comes back out, it's holding in its hand, in its paw, a heart, a human heart.
Ah!
That's
It's like sort of
not.
dripping, red.
That's not.
Kalima.
You like look down. There's no incision or cut in you. It's as though she reached through your skin and pulled it out. And she sort of turns her paw this way, and the heart plops onto one side of the scales. Then she reaches back behind her with her other paw and plucks a feather out of her wings, and holds the feather over the other side of the scales. As the feather starts to drop, she starts to explain. I will weigh your heart, Lady Gwindolyn, against one of my feathers. If you have lived a virtuous life, then your heart will be lighter than this feather. But if you have strayed from the path, if you have committed evil or wrong acts in your life, then your heart will greatly outweigh my feather. Do you understand?
Yes.
So the feather like kind of slowly comes down. There's like a moment of, the camera focuses in, it lands. You see instantly, the heart obviously was heavier. They start to balance out. And they almost in like a weird metaphysical way go up and down a few times. And then they perfectly equalize. And the Sphinx kind of is taken aback for a moment. I've never seen anything like this. It seems, Lady Gwindolyn, that you have committed acts of great heroism and some acts that were not so heroic. Normally there's an answer here. I do not know which door to send you through, and she looks through to both doors. What should I do?
Let her stay and teach me everything she knows about fighting.
Give her another act of heroism.
It sort of scowls as though it just noticed you for the first time.
Oh, sorry, I didn't.
You couldn't smell him?
Yes. That's a good idea.
Give her
her
another
one more
chance.
chance.
Give her another chance to prove herself.
How heroic she is, yeah.
I see. Do you guys make a persuasion check if you'd like?
Oh,
Try to give
yes.
a
Wait,
concentration.
do we all three roll?
Someone should be the leader, but if the other two of you can succeed,
Don't make me. I would get a -2.
then that would give a can it succeed on an assist, then it would help out.
I only beat you by one.
Who's making the check here?
I'll make the check.
Definitely him.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, God.
All right, I got a 10.
Okay.
A 10?
That's how, yeah,
Okay.
I got a 10.
She has lived long already, has she not? She has had ample opportunities to prove herself. What do you say, Lady Gwindolyn? What decision should I make for you?
It is true that I have lived long enough to have proven my virtue. And I do not know what it is like for you to make these decisions. I do not know what is on the either side of either door. I can only say that if I have committed acts that were not virtuous, it was for the goal of remaining faithful and protecting others.
Give me a persuasion check.
Okay.
Still going. You got more. Go for it.
That's kind of, yeah. But well, no, I was just gonna say.
Yeah, please.
But I believe that you are wise and will know which way to choose.
Cool. Give me a persuasion check with advantage, so you can roll twice and take the better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Flattery goes a long
It's
way.
based on charisma, so it's not one of your...
She should have the skill, I think.
Perfect. Awesome.
Persuasion, charisma.
Yeah.
Yarp.
Yes, it was-
I got a 10.
Cool. You can roll again.
Oh,
Nat
20!
Yeah, you get
That's it. You get some candy. Yes, indeed.
the crit candy.
Beautiful. Okay, awesome. You see the Sphinx is very imperious at first, and then her imperious face cracks into sort of a knowing smile. There was only one question. If you told me you belonged in paradise, then you don't. She sort of like makes her wing gesture towards the door, that's sort of two closed iron doors. It is time, Lady Gwindolyn. You have lived a long life that was equal parts virtue and bravery, valor and honor. Please forgive my deception, but now you may pass into the next realm. And the iron doors like creak open, and you just see white light past them, like a sort of pearlescent barrier. What do you do?
Well, I'm relieved. I turn to the children and I say, it is my time.
You're gonna die? I told you that no one's gonna die.
She's not dying. She's just going to a better place.
I am sorry,
Stupid.
dear child. I know you did not want any more death in your party. But you must know that death is not It is not a bad thing. It is a natural part of our existence. And I am now proud to move on to the next realm of existence and leave this earthly life, having spent this time with you all. Farewell. I turn back to the gate and I start walking towards it.
Wait,
Cool.
wait, Lady Gwindolyn, wait.
I stop and turn. What is it, Theo?
Take this note. You see a little human girl named Jeremy. Give it to her.
She's blonde and she's probably in pink.
Or any other color you might imagine.
Her hair will match her clothes,
Yeah.
so.
She's loud. She has a kazoo, and she likes baked goods.
This is like long description of this person. As you're like I'm trying to paradise. Like,
Yes,
Okay.
keep
I'm like, yes, kazoos.
Mm.
All right. Okay. Anything else?
Someday I wish to be as good a fighter as you.
Oh, you will. You far exceeded my fighting skills at your age. You will be wondrous.
Oh my god, she's my hero.
Oh, I will not be needing this in the other realm.
she gives you her sword.
I gave her my long sword.
That's rad.
Yeah, I'm definitely holding it so close. So excited.
Awesome.
Fight bravely, child.
Thank you so much.
And you remember what I said. What did I say?
I remember. I remember what you said.
Say
His
it back
poor
to
heart.
me now, right now.
I have to say it out loud.
Yes, say it out loud.
In front of everyone.
Yes, in front of everyone.
I need to work on my pride.
There it is.
I need work on my pride.
All right. So
Great.
I turn towards the door and I walk towards the door.
Awesome. Yeah, you see this knight standing tall despite her age, step, and as she comes to the doorway, Lady Gwindolyn, it's just all white. You step through, you can feel kind of a tingle as you leave your earthly body behind, and you vanish.
Oh my
Lady Gwindolyn, out! So the peace. So the three of you are left standing there. She's just disappeared. You can kind of see the shape of her as she disappears through the doorway. And the Sphinx turns to you. I would test your mettle, children, but your time has not come. And yet, you, in arguing for your friend's salvation, have passed the trial of heart as well. What gift, what boon can a Sphinx of my power bestow upon
Sphinx,
you?
that's what it is.
It was always a Sphinx. Always.
We got this now.
What
What
boon?
is there a limit to what kind of a boon this could be?
Is there anyone beyond the veil that you wish to contact?
Yeah.
I just tried to, kind of.
Yeah, you sent a note.
How about
is
this one?
better.
Hello!
So you call out hello. I suspected as much. There's a pause, and you can hear kind of through the doorway very quietly, hello, in reply. And you see a little figure starts to waddle towards the door. They're very shadowed, so it's kind of hard to tell, but you can instantly see her big, ridiculous curls. And she's wearing some kind of a flowery dress, which is like all in silhouette. She comes up and she puts her hand on the door. Hello! She repeats again, and you can see the door like tremors
right there
from her volume. Oh, is that you, Val?
Jeremy!
Oh, I didn't expect you guys were gonna come and find me here.
But how are you?
I'm okay. It's kind of boring. You see, she kind of like looks around. It's just white everywhere. Did you guys know that old lady?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she was
she-
awesome.
Well, she was pretty.
She's
seemed-
so cool.
She seemed pretty cool. You guys having like cool adventures or
No.
or is it
I
just
mean-
really boring?
boring, mostly.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I figured it'd be boring too for you guys.
We
Yeah.
went and crawled around in my house, which is
It
we went
was-
into the midden.
Yeah, you.
You.
Glad you missed that one. That was.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
It was
good.
really smelly.
Well, hey, so I'm just like waiting in this place, and they told me I can't leave yet because the school needs me or something. So, like, you should, like, figure out what that's about, because I'm stuck here, and I can't go where I'm supposed to go until you guys, like, do a thing. I don't know. I didn't really listen.
Good for you. It's terrible to listen to people of authority.
But I had a lot of time to think, and there's just some stuff I kind of wanted to say to you guys when you can't, like, punch me or whatever. So, Valqwyn, I want you to know that it is okay not to be tough all the time. You don't have to be a big, powerful warrior every day. Sometimes it's okay to be scared. Okay? I know you're trying to be a big sister, but I'm just saying. Hey, Theo! Is Theo there? Theo!
Yeah, he's there.
He's just quiet in the back.
You gotta get the sense that if you're not, like, touching the door, she can't really sense that you're there, right? Yeah. So do you want to come up and put your hand on it?
He's here. Theodûir, come here.
Sorry. Yes, here I am.
Oh, hey. Oh, hi, Theo. Hi. Hey, listen. I think you should follow your dreams, Theo. You know what I mean? You know what I mean when I say that? Like, hint, hint, nudge, nudge. She like hits her elbow against the shimmering door.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Like halfway through, he just took his hand off the.
Oh, okay. Well, think about what I said, Theo.
He's definitely still here. He's just being rude.
Moss will put like it just boom, just
your head up against it. Oh, hey, I don't know if you know that it's a secret. People like you, Moss. It's okay to let that happen. You don't have to push everybody away. It's true.
Okay.
Except for me.
Shut up!
He does too. He does too.
Moss will be like, okay, bye, Jeremy. And he'll like move away, but there's like a smudge.
Somehow on the like door, you've stained it.
Yeah, just...
Mushrooms are growing already. Yeah.
The students is like, what the? I've never. Cool. She basically says, I should probably. Yeah, they're giving me weird looks. Okay. So I should go and I'll say hi to the old lady. And can you try to bring me back?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll do everything we can, Jeremy. Stay as close as
we'll do more than what we can. We'll do everything that everyone else can too.
Oh, okay, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Oh, it's snack time. I gotta go. Okay, bye. And she turns around.
Snacks? What kind of snacks?
Disappears. You never get an answer.
Oh, we got food.
All right, and that is where we're going to conclude episode 19, Night of the Comet. Nice work, everybody. Awesome. Thanks for playing. A huge round of applause and thank you to our special guest, Aliza. Not to instantly kill your character in your first appearance, but there's a possibility.
Definitely that she had it coming. Right.
That's true.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. Great. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Yeah, definitely. We're gonna have to figure out what we're gonna do with Jeremy and try to cheat your spirit animal. Absolutely, you can have her sword. We should figure out if it's got some cool magical properties or not. That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah.
Great. Before we go, though, guys, there's obviously something we have to do. We do every single time that Aliza is definitely very aware of.
Yes.
Yep.
So you have to.
Got this.
You're not gonna try to figure it out in the middle of it as we do it. Ready?
Yeah.
What is our motto again, guys? It's
It's
party above all.